Hey there. Today, we're going to talk about a skill that can seriously make or break your career, and that skill is listening. We're about to uncover a super simple trick to make sure you catch every instruction and nail it the first time, every single time.
So, have you ever been in this spot? Your manager is rattling off a list of things to do, and by the time they're done, your brain is just scrambling. You're trying to remember what came first, what was second. It's that little moment of quiet panic, right? Well, that's exactly what we're going to tackle today. Okay, first things first. Let's really get into why listening skills matter so much. I mean, in the corporate world, not listening well isn't just a small slip up. It can lead to wasted time, really costly mistakes, and honestly, it can even hurt your reputation. It's all tied directly to how well you do your job. And it really all boils down to one thing: the difference between hearing and understanding. Think about it. Hearing is passive. It's just noise, right? Sound waves hitting your ears. But listening, that's active. That's a whole different ballgame. It's about actually decoding the message and getting what it really means. And yeah, that's the bottom line, isn't it? When you're an effective listener, you just get your job better. You get tasks done right the first time, and you become a way more valuable person on the team. It's a straight line to being better at what you do. So how can you start getting better at this, like, today? Here are two super powerful habits. First, focus. Just focus on the person speaking. Get rid of the distractions, give them your full attention. Second, as they're talking, repeat what they're saying in your head. It sounds simple, but that little trick can make a huge difference in what you remember. All right, now for the secret weapon, the key to never missing a single step. See, hidden in plain sight in almost every set of instructions are these little signal words. We're going to call them order words. Think of these words as signposts, They guide you through a task step by step. They basically prep your brain, telling it, hey, pay attention, a sequence is coming. They tell you the exact order your manager wants things done. And trust me, once you start listening for them, you are going to hear them everywhere. It all kicks off with the big one. First, this is your green light, the starting gun. It tells you exactly what to do before anything else. Then you've got next. This is the connector, the bridge between step 1 and step 2. It closes out the first task and points you to what's coming up. And to wrap it all up, you have finally. This is your finish line, the last piece of the puzzle. So, first, next, finally. See? So simple, but wow, is it effective. Okay, so let's see how this works in the real world. We're going to listen in on a conversation between a manager, Miss Chen, and her employee, Daniel. So here's your job. It's super simple. As I read this out, I want you to listen for those 3 order words we just talked about, and really pay attention to the action that comes right after each one. You ready for this? So Mrs. Chen says, Daniel, you need to prepare the presentation for the sales team meeting. And Daniel replies, yes, Miss Chen, what is the process? Now listen closely to Miss Chen. She says, first, please collect all the data from last quarter. Then, next, build the first 6 slides in the presentation template. And finally, email the draft to me for review before 3 p.m. Okay, you heard the instructions. Now it's your turn to see if you are really listening. So, did you catch it? What were the 3 steps that Miss Chen gave to Daniel? Try to remember those order words and the task that was attached to each one. Okay, so what was the task for first? What did she say to do next? And what was the finally action? Go ahead, take a second, and lock in your answers. All right, time's up. Let's check your work. And hey, no worries if you're a little shaky on it. That's what we're here for, to practice and get this down. So here they are, the right answers. Step 1, tied to first, was to collect all the data. Step 2, with next, was to build the first 6 slides. And step 3, for finally, was to email the draft. So, how do you do? Hey, if you got all 3 of those right, that is awesome. It means you're already starting to pick up on these signals. I'm telling you, this one simple skill can stop so many headaches and mistakes at work. You are well on your way. And, first, next, finally, that's just the beginning. If you want to level up your listening game even more, start tuning into other phrases too. Things like, let's start with, which obviously kicks things off, or before you leave, which flags a last-minute super important action. And one of my favorites, just to confirm, that's your signal to really double-check what you heard. Start listening for those as well. So, look at that. You've totally leveled up your listening skills. You can now pick out sequential instructions way more easily. But what happens when an instruction is kind of fuzzy or just doesn't make sense? That leads to a whole other important question, right? How do you ask for clarification without sounding, difficult? We'll have to save that for another day. For now, go out there and practice listening for those order words. Thanks so much for tuning in.